Hey guys, so I'm just going to show you a little bit on how to use the foam roller and this little spiky ball. I personally prefer, I've had all of them, the ones with little knobbly bits on them, the flatter ones, but I prefer this flatter one just because I find the ones with the little knobbly bits are sometimes a little bit too much, a little bit too painful, and I can't relax into it. The whole point of foam rolling is you're meant to be releasing that tension and relaxing. So you can pick these up relatively cheap at TK Maxx or Amazon. Obviously there are the more expensive ones, but for your single use amount you're going to be using it, the cheaper ones are absolutely fine and do exactly the same job. So I always start from the bottom up. So I mean, even starting with the spiky balls, so doing your foot rolling, obviously standing up first, and coming onto your calf, one leg on the floor, push up, put most of your weight onto that calf, rolling, so turning your foot in and out. Noticing again where's tighter, the outside. For me, the outside of mine is tighter. Where I've had these collapsed arches, I take a lot of tension in the outside here. Might be different for you. Again, just rolling. Nice deep breaths, nice and slow. If a particular point is really, really painful, relax down and just try and hold that for 30 seconds. Try and breathe through, almost feel it release off. A foam roller is basically a cheap version of a massage for yourself, and you have to do all the work. So once you've done one calf, swapping over, moving on to the other calf. The time you take on this is totally up to you. I would say 30 seconds on each muscle group is the minimum you should really be doing, especially if you want to make any difference, any change. So for me, that's a tight spot, so just holding on for a second. Coming up, so coming onto your hamstring, so I know a lot of you for this one. So taking it out, rolling all the way up to your bum, all the way back down, up to your bum, back down. Get a great arm workout. Make sure you're not hunching forward and creating more tension in your shoulders. Try and push up. Moving all over the place. So turning your foot in, turning your foot out. Down this outside bit can be really tight. It's your ITB band, so just be a little bit careful on that. Rolling all the way over. If you are go onto your elbow, support behind with your foot just to relieve that tension, because it is too painful. What you don't want to do is cause that pain in your body. Your nervous system will react to that and actually tighten up that muscle further, so you want it to be a nice experience, relaxing. And also you don't want to be causing pain to yourself. And so once you've done that side, swapping it over, placing underneath your hamstring, rolling all the way from the bottom of your knee up to your bum. Again, swapping in and out. Then you can bring it onto your front, so your quads. This is a common place of tightness a lot of people don't realise. So lying onto your front. So start with it just in front of your kneecap, and don't ever put it onto your kneecap. And then rolling yourself on your elbows back and walk back up. So use this left leg here to stabilise. Rolling again, twisting, side and inside. Again, go nice and slow. If you've got a particular painful point, hold for 30 seconds. Try and release that muscle. A little bit of a wiggle, a little bit of a roll on it as well, just to help release that muscle, release the tension. So do that again, so swapping sides. And start with it by your kneecap, rolling all the way on your elbows. Good bit of core work here too. Turning it inside and to the outside. So once you've done that, I'm going to go onto the glutes. So sitting on your foam roller, one leg out stretch, cross the other one over, just tilt into that. This can be a point of can really be quite painful. This is where actually I quite like to use the spiky ball instead. Find it easier. So positioning it on the point, taking that leg, stretching it out, stretching it in. So you're doing active release work here. move it to a different point. Rolling it again, just finding those tight spots. But you can do it on the foam roller as well, so you can do it as I had it, straight, cross one leg over, lean into it. You can also angle it slightly because the muscle fibres. So putting it there, get more of a roll of those glute muscles. So then swapping sides. So you can start off straight, dipping in, and angle it. So either angle yourself on it, angle the foam roller. If that does feel too much, you can do it without as well, so just hovering the leg. That stretch feels too much. So to do it without sitting on the foam roller, rocking over slightly and then just lift that one leg, extend it out. And here again you can do like I was doing with spiky ball, a little bit of active release work. Then you come down to your back, so position it at the base of your spine here. Bring your arms up overhead, support your head. Sorry. And coming up over the roller, so you're pulling your shoulder blades back together. Try not to pull on your head too much. Roll all the way up, down your spine. This is probably my favourite one. And again, just being careful, noticing any tight spots. Is one side tighter than the other? So you can do it section by section. So you can do a little bit of lower back release work and come up to your thoracic. Then we can come onto our sides, into our lats here. So taking it underneath your armpit, arm outstretched, use these legs to support you, just rolling up and over. Again, so you can bring your arm across your body, get into that shoulder. Again, holding on any tight spots, just rocking over. And then repeat, same the other side. You can also use the little spiky balls, so putting it, again, just underneath your armpit, rolling, find your tight spot. You do, moving your arm. A little bit of active release, again rolling on and off. You can do the same for the front here, so leaning up against the wall, using your own hand pressure, just rolling off into that shoulder, any tight spots. It's a great one to do against the wall and then trying to move your arm up and around, releasing off that tightness. Another great one with this spiky ball is really getting into your hip flexors. It's great if you have two of these. You put one each side. So putting it into that fleshy part of your hip. Just breathing down into it from here. If that feels okay, feels comfortable, you can try squeezing your bum, lift that lower leg off, just apply a little bit more pressure. Really helps release off those hip flexors. If it's enough pressure just to have it here and it feels a little bit painful, leave it. Just try and breathe into it as much as possible. Try and relax. Like I said earlier, you don't want it to be a painful experience. Even if you get both of them, or you can do one at a time into your neck. So, a tension point there. Any tension, headaches, and just breathing into that. Even just trying to slowly nod your head. A little bit of active release work. So I hope you guys found that video useful. And also one more thing. The reason why I like this larger foam roller, this is a really good one for your chest area, stretching out that chest. So holding it up in front of you and just rotating the spine, follow the foam roller with your eye line again. Come back to centre. I'm really pressing it into the sides of this foam roller, activating those muscles, stretching and strengthening, creating that mobility. And again, you can do this higher, lower. It's a great one to do, and again I like to do that one sit down. I can feel where I'm twisting, I can limit it just to my shoulders rather than my pelvis getting involved as well. Sorry, limit it to my shoulders and my spine, stop my pelvis getting involved as well. So yes, I hope you guys found that useful. Any comments if you didn't understand anything, just let me know.